Hello, hello. Thank you so much for being here. We'll get started right away. So let's inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth, and let the body do whatever it feels like. Just helping ourselves to wake up. Okay, we'll bring the feet together. We can have the hands interlaced with the index extended, or they can be flat, but flat's a little more challenging. When they're interlaced, we have something to hold on to. So the feet together, arms up, interlace or flat. Inhale here. Exhale to one side. Press both feet into the earth. Inhale, center. Exhale, over. And let's do a few at our own pace. And of course, as always, if you want to take an extra breath anywhere, please feel free. If the arms aren't happy being up, you could also keep them down by the sides. A few more. Okay, once we come back to center, release. We can open up the feet to underneath the hips. Let's bring the hands in prayer in front. Make sure you have room around you. We'll open one direction, come back, open the other direction. You can breathe through it however you like. A few more. Okay, come back to center. Relax the arms. Let's do some shoulder shrugs. So inhale up. Exhale, drop. Go with your breath. One more. Okay, finally, loosey-goosey arm swings. So we'll just turn side to side using the waist. And just let the arms swing. Okay, we'll start to swing back to center. Feet come back under the hips if they snuck away. And let's just do some heel lifts. So we'll inhale up on the toes, exhale the heels down. So we can imagine an upward pull through the crown. Okay, we can continue just like this, or we could add the arms. So when we come up, arms can come up. When we come down, the arms come down. A few more. Okay, got disconnected for a moment, but everything looks fine. So sorry if there was an interruption. Okay, last couple of these. Okay, so we'll work on our balance a little bit before we go into our main standing poses. So first, let's start in a Tadasana so we can have the palms of the hands facing forward. Maybe lift the toes, spread them, bring them down. Allow the inner thighs to spiral in. Think of the lower ribs and the hips kind of knitting together. Find the lift through the base of the skull and the crown of the head. Let's just take a little moment connecting with the breath. Okay, now start to play with which leg you want to stand on. So you can kind of shift side to side. Okay, then once you decide what leg you want to stand on, pour your weight into that leg. Pick the other foot off the floor and circle the ankle. So we can either stay low or we can catch the leg. But the most important thing is circling. Other direction. Okay, so now we'll do a twist. So we can either put the toes down and twist towards our bent leg, or if it works for today, we can lift up, catch the knee with the opposite hand, and twist. Balance changes day to day, so don't worry about it. Okay, come out of it, give it a little shake. Let's do the other side. So again, we'll start in a Tadasana. So let's take time to get into that mountain pose. Steady, strong. Start to shift the weight into the other leg. Pick up the opposite foot and start to circle the ankle. See where you want to be. You can stay low or come high if that works for today. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't work. Change direction. Okay, now we take it into the twist, low or high. And come out of it. Give ourselves a little shake. All right, top of the mat. So again, come into Tadasana, a nice mountain pose. Take a few breaths, reconnecting. When you're ready, inhale, open up. Exhale, fold. Hands somewhere on the legs. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Let's do a few. Inhaling, flat back. Exhaling as we fold. Next time we fold, hands to earth, step back to a plank. We can have the knees up or the knees down. Couple breaths. Lower, knees, chest, chin. Flatten the feet. Press the tops of the feet into the floor, and let's do our cobra up downs. So hug the elbows in. Inhale up, keep the pelvis on the floor. Exhale down. Go with our breath. And once you're happy with that, come back to downward facing dog or child's pose. So child's pose is somewhere over here. Down dog, somewhere over here. Find what feels best for today, and let's take a few long, deep breaths. Both positions, pushing the weight back. Okay, once you're happy with that, make your way to all fours. Let's sit back on the heels. If this doesn't work for you, you can stand up on the knees. Just take a moment, circle the wrists. Other direction. Excuse me. Back to all fours. Just a reminder, if your wrists are uncomfortable, you can go on the fists or roll up the mat and make some padding for the base of the hand. So we're not here too long, but definitely long enough to make ourselves comfortable. So we'll start with hip circles. So we circle one way and then the other way. And we'll do a few. Okay, bring the foot up to the sky. Take a couple breaths here. See if you can gently engage the core. All right, now we'll swing the leg forward. We can use the hand to bring it forward. And climb up into a low lunge. I should have mentioned before, if you want to have a blanket underneath your back knee, please feel free. So we can either keep the hands on the front leg or bring the arms up. About 5 breaths. We'll take it into a twist. So hand same side as the leg, hand comes onto the thigh. The other hand comes inside the leg. You can absolutely put your hand on a block. We press into the thigh and rotate. So think of shoulder over shoulder. If you're super duper comfortable here and you want to, you can tuck your back toes and extend the back leg. Oh, another option, we could lift up the arm. 2 more. Okay, come out of it. So one more thing here. We're going to come into 3-legged dog and then open that hip. So we bring the leg up and back. You can also do this with your knee down on the floor. And then we toss the foot over towards the opposite hip. Keep pushing the weight back. Okay, come out of it and let's take ourselves into a child's pose. But an active child's pose with the elbows up. Rest the head on something and shift the weight back. Okay, when you're ready, come back to all fours. So let's set up for the other side. So position the hands in whatever way is best for your wrists. And we start with the other leg, our hip circles. So going one way and then the other way. And now bring the leg up, the foot to the sky. Gently engage the core. And let's take a few breaths. Two more. Okay, swing that leg forward. Use the hands to help it come forward. Climb up to a low lunge. And if you didn't take a blanket for the first side, but you want one for this side, just grab it. Okay, first couple breaths here. And then option to lift the arms. We'll take it into their twist. So hand to the thigh, other hand inside the foot. It can absolutely be on a block. Press into the thigh, rotate. So imagine stacking shoulder over shoulder. Options, we can tuck the back toes and extend that back leg. We also have an option to open up the top arm. Okay, bring the hand down. So we come back to three-legged dog. So either like dog, like down dog, or you can put your back knee down and do this from an all fours. Okay, so the front leg comes through. We keep the knee bent and toss the foot towards the other hip and push the weight back. Okay, come out of it. Bring the knees down. So we'll do another child's pose, but this time to the side, to both sides. But we'll start with the right side. So I find for this version, it's a bit easier with the knees closer together, but you can also do it with wide knees. So whatever you like. So we start like in a regular child's pose. Lift the head. Inhale. Exhale, we walk over to the right and shift the belly over the thigh. Stretch the arms. We'll keep the elbows up. Relax the head. Long, deep breaths. Couple more. Okay, lift the head with an inhale. Come back to center. Before the other side, keep the hands where they are. Come to tabletop. And let's do some camel sits. So we'll inhale here. Exhale the elbows towards the floor. They don't have to go all the way down. They can just go towards the floor. Inhale up. Exhale down. Do a few. Now, the next time that we're down, we'll stay down and do some upper body cat cows. So we inhale the head up. We exhale, round through the upper back, tuck the head in, open up through the back of the heart. So we inhale forward, exhale back. Couple more. Okay, so we come back to center. One more thing here. Walk the elbows in a little, enough that we can wrap the hand around. Interlace the hands. We're doing a dolphin. Shift the weight into the forearms, tuck the toes, and see if it's possible to lift those hips. We can absolutely keep the knees bent, press the weight back, and we'll aim for 5 breaths. If you're not liking this, you can do down dog or child's pose. Okay, come back down. And let's do our child's pose over to the other side. So we start the same way, arms extended forward, head up. We inhale, we exhale, walk over to the left. Keep the elbows lifted, shift the belly over the thigh, and relax the head. Okay, when you're ready, inhale the head up. Exhale back to center. And let's just walk back towards ourselves and stick the legs out to one side. So come to like all fours, the legs to one side, and sit down. So let's continue our side opening. So we'll hold on to the shin or the top of the foot where the feet are. Inhale up the opposite arm, stretch up, and then lean over towards the feet. You can either have the top arm bent, or if you want it a little more active, it can be straight. 2 more. Okay, come back through center. Make sure your legs are comfortable. If you have a bit of a funky knee going on, I would just stretch that leg out. So we never want to like play with our joints. So if you have anything uncomfortable, my knee's a little uncomfortable. So I'm going to stick my leg out. If you're happy here, you just stay here. Okay, so now simple twist. So we twist away from the feet. So the hand can come outside, the back hand behind. And we breathe into our twist. Okay, now before we do the other side, we could do more of a passive twist. So it's up to you. If you like this active twist, you can stay here. If you want to do the passive twist, you can come down to the side of the hip. See if the forearms are willing to come down. Maybe stack the fists and rest the head. In about 5 more breaths. Okay. Climb out of it when you're ready. And let's switch the legs. So we tuck in and just switch sides. Move the feet over to the other side. And the feet can land however they want. So you can even have like the top foot on top of the bottom foot, whatever's comfortable for you. So we start with the side bend. So we grab hold to the ankle or the shin. Opposite arm comes up. We lengthen. And then lean. The top arm, it can be bent or straight. See what you prefer. 2 more. Okay, come out of it. Take it into the twist, twisting away from the feet. We can either stay in the active twist or come down to a passive twist. So on the hip side, bring the forearms down, and then using a block or stacking the fists to rest the head. Okay, when you're ready, come out of it. Let's go into our usual twist. So we can go into it from here. So we can take the top leg and cross it over. And of course, if you prefer the bottom leg be extended, go ahead and extend it. Okay, we'll do our best to have our top leg, the foot be like in parallel to the edge of the mat. It doesn't matter which direction you are. Just try to avoid having the foot like angled out and try to have it straight. But if it makes any weird sensations in your knee, then you go ahead and angle. Okay, interlace, just a couple more breaths at center. And when you're ready, twist towards the top leg. Inhale back to center, and we'll take the twist right to the other side. So you can hold on or bring the arm inside the leg. Okay, back to center. We'll pick up the top leg. The bottom leg, we can just let it scooch forward a little. Top leg, let's give it a rock. Circle. Other direction. Okay, we'll try for a fire log. So the bottom leg comes parallel to your mat. Both feet are engaged, and we do our best to stack the top leg. So there's probably a big space, or you might even have your leg more on the calf or the shin, or maybe you'll have your foot on the floor and just let the leg lean open. Just get into that hip as best as you can. And we'll take 3 more breaths. If you're very comfortable, you could do a little forward tilt. Okay, let's switch sides for our twist. So change your bottom leg. It can be tucked or straight. Top leg inside or outside. And we do our best to keep the edge of the foot parallel with the mat. But if it makes any weirdness in the knee, then we just let it ankle. Or as we're in the position, if it sneaks out, that's fine. Okay, a few breaths at center. And take it into the twist towards the top leg. Inhale back to center. And we take the twist right to the other side. Okay, back to center. Pick up the top leg, the bottom leg, and scooch forward just to give us a bit more room for now. And we rock the top leg. A circle. Other direction. Okay, fire log. So the bottom leg comes parallel to the mat. Both feet are engaged. Top leg comes on top. If that's okay, if it's not happening for today, you can be on the calf, or you can have the foot on the floor or the soles of the feet together and just kind of like hang open as much as you can. Okay, so we'll take a few breaths. If you're very into it, you can add a little forward bend. Okay, come out of it. Give those legs a little shake. All right, we'll get ready to come down onto the back. It's a good time to put on socks, any extra clothing, and if there's anything you need for relaxation, to get it close. All right, come on down when you're ready. Let's keep the knees to the chest. Do a few double knee tucks. Inhale away. Exhale to the chest. Okay. Arms come up, legs come to 90 degrees. We'll do a dead bug. So we'll move opposite arm, opposite leg. We can keep the legs 90 degrees and just tilt the foot down. Arm goes back, come back up, tilt the foot down, arms go back. So start like this. You can breathe through it as you like. Maybe see how you like it. They're both interesting. So you can either inhale open, exhale closed, or the other way around. Okay, so if this knees bent version is pretty okay, we could straighten the legs. Same thing. And the leg does not have to go all the way down to the floor, just to a comfortable range of motion. A few more. Okay. Knees to chest. Let's go into any version of twists that we like. And of course, if there's any other movement that you feel would help you prepare for relaxation, you can go ahead and do that. Okay. Let's set ourselves up for relaxation. So find a position that feels good for today. I'm going to do my usual feet wide, knees leaning one into the other. See if you want something under the head or not. Reminder, we want the chin to gently tuck in. So if your chin is like really pointing up to the sky, then it might be a good idea to put something under the head, or just take your hands, lift your head, tuck the chin in, and then slide the head back down. See if you can keep the chin tucked. Okay, arms out to the sides, palms up. And let's give ourselves permission to relax. Taking this opportunity to let ourselves let everything go. Let's very, 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 very gently start to wake the body mind. And inviting movement once it feels good. Eventually giving ourselves a full body stretch. And once nice and stretched, knees to chest. And again, let's do a few double knee tucks. So inhale, oi. Exhale to the chest. Rock side to side. And finally, all the way to one side. Take a breath or two. And with the strength of the arms, press up. And we'll make our way into any comfortable seated position. So please feel free to sit on your blocks or a stack of blankets. Okay, so before we close, we'll do some head turns working with our eyes. So hand on one knee, hand on top of the hand. We inhale the head towards the hands. We exhale, look over the shoulder, the opposite shoulder. Inhale, exhale. Go with our breath. A few more. Okay, come back to center. Take a breath or two. And let's do the other side. Hand on the knee, hand on top of the hands. Inhale, head towards the hands. Exhale, look over the shoulder, looking as far as we comfortably can. Okay, come back to center. Let's prepare to close our practice. We can just take an extra moment if you have the time. Say something really sweet to yourself. And we'll close with a bow. The divine in me, honoring the divine in you. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you've had good practice. I'll see you Thursday over on Google Meet and Friday back here on YouTube. So until then, take care and thank you again for practicing with me.